Welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel, and you are looking live at another one of those questions from Greg from Midlife Sports Card that he has asked for viewers of his channel to leave a response to in the comments section of his YouTube channel. And he's done it again to me. I can't answer this question just in black and white pixels in a comment section. The first answer I can, what is the best looking sports card of all time? I can answer that in one sentence. The problem comes in the sub question there, the why question mark, as you see at the bottom. So I'm going to answer this with a VR that Greg didn't ask for, but I'm going to do it anyway. And the answer for that first question, which I did think about for a little bit, is something I don't think maybe anybody else might think this, but outside of a Mets fan maybe. This is the 1962 Topps Al Jackson rookie card. This is card number 464. I believe it came out in the 5th series of the 1962 Topps issue. So it's later in the year, and it is in that, a lot of people think this set is brutal, the wood paneling, wood border set, but I happen to think this is the most beautiful looking, best looking sports card of all time, and I'm going to explain to you why. And the answer is because this is the first real National League Baseball card for New York that was issued in, I guess, 4 or 5 years. In 1957, both New York teams, the Dodgers and the Giants, bolted for the West Coast. So fans of those teams, the kids, the card collecting youth of America, of New York specifically, who love their Willie Mays and their Duke Snider and their Gil Hodges cards, had the NY on the New York hats turned to SF, had the B on the Brooklyn hats turned to LA, and they couldn't collect their favorite team anymore. They could collect a version of their favorite team, but these were teams that they couldn't go out to see at the ballpark. These were teams they couldn't listen to on the radio. These were teams they couldn't see on TV outside of national broadcasts. And so there was a National League Baseball desert for fans of those teams. They had no home anymore. Their players had left them. Now, some of them were still followed what happened in the West Coast, but it took 4 years for the Mets to come around. And when the Mets came around, they took the Brooklyn Blue Dodger from their uniforms, and they took the interlocking NY in orange for their hats. And they reassembled the New York National League team's iconography so that new fans of this new National League team would feel like they were at home, that they had some head start with this brand new team that was coming to New York. And they needed a head start because they were really lousy. And so when the 1962 Topps set started coming out, however, the cards were, the cards were not great looking. As you can see, nobody's wearing hats. Everybody's in their old uniforms. There was no Mets team the year before. So like Richie Ashburn up there on the top left is wearing a red pinstriped Phillies uniform, for instance. And then you've got like Casey Stengel on the bottom right there had the New York Yankees logo photoshopped out of his hat, and he's wearing Yankee pinstripes. And everybody basically same deal. Hobie Landreth is wearing his old Giants uniform. There's Gil Hodges in his LA Dodgers uniform, no hat. But Al Jackson came in the 5th series of the set. And he was numerically the first ever New York Mets baseball card. And so with that, I put a little sticky over Ed Boucher, who came after in the set after Al Jackson. But Al Jackson was shot at the Polo Grounds for this baseball card. And now New York National League Baseball fans of the Dodgers, fans of the Giants, who wanted a team, who wanted some iconography, some connection to the past, and some hope for the future could collect the Al Jackson rookie card as their first ever New York Mets baseball card. And to me, there he is in the Polo Grounds, staring off into the distance. I'm not worried about wood paneling. I just think this is the best looking sports card of all time. And that's why. And so that's it. I'm done. Thank you, Greg, for inspiring this thought and this VR. And have a great day. Thank you.